The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went quickly away from the tomb, fearful yet overjoyed, and ran to announce the news to his disciples. And behold, Jesus met them on their way and greeted them. They approached, embraced his feet, and did him homage. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go, tell my brothers to go to Galilee, and there they will see me." While they were going, some of the guard went into the city and told the chief priests all that had happened. The chief priests assembled with the elders and took counsel. Then they gave a large sum of money to the soldiers, telling them to say, "You are to say, his disciples came by night and stole him while we were asleep. And if this gets to the ears of the governor, we will satisfy him and keep you out of trouble." The soldiers took the money and did as they were instructed. And this story has circulated among the Jews to this present day. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
It always stands out to me in these resurrection scenes how the disciples are always running after an encounter with the risen Lord. Like they're always running. So yeah, we see that today, that after they had found the empty tomb, it says that they ran to announce the news to his disciples. And I think it's in John's gospel that when they kind of got the same news that, Peter and John, then they ran to the empty tomb to see this. And they, John ran faster, and it's always just this theme that goes on in the Gospels, particularly with the resurrection scenes that they're running. Now, I haven't done all the research to verify that, but it is a standing out action item in these resurrection encounters, the running. So I just feel like an encounter with the risen Lord really causes us to take action, to really spring into gear. There's just a call, there's just an inspiration to act, and a desire to do so. And so there's a readiness, there's a certitude and a running. I just kind of feel it in my own heart even. And I think it's interesting too. And they encounter the Lord. He says, "Do not be afraid." And then he says, "Go, tell my brothers to go to Galilee." He's encouraging that, go, run, let's do this. And, so that's awesome. But I think it's the same kind of disposition or the same dynamic goes on in the Mass. We encounter the risen Lord at Mass, in the Eucharist for sure. That, that Jesus, the bread of life, reveals himself to us. The risen Lord reveals himself to us in the Eucharist. It's an encounter with the risen Lord. And then right after that, we receive the Lord, we say a final prayer, and then what is it? Go, go and announce the gospel of the Lord. That same call continues to this day. And we, fired up by an encounter with the risen Lord, run to proclaim the gospel to the world. So, yeah, it's just fun. It's a dynamic you see. I think that encounter with Jesus, especially after so much drama for these guys, the passion and his death, and then for us as well, Lent and all that as well. It's just really renewed, really invigorated. And now that same call is for us to go, run, and tell the good news.